In this video, I will showcase my journey to getting the Platinum Trophy for Ghostrunner. If you don't know what Ghostrunner is, you're better off Googling it, because I don't really know either. All I know is that it was hard as a rock. However, big shout out to my boy, DudeMac88 on PSN Profiles. I used his trophy guide throughout this whole Platinum journey. It was a huge help, so if you watch this video and decide that you want to go for it yourself, I would absolutely recommend using his guide. He rates this Platinum a 6 out of 10 difficulty with 3 different stages. The first stage, just play the game, and while you play the game, keep an eye out for any collectibles you see. The second stage is just a general cleanup. You select different levels as you see fit to get different trophies here and there. And the third and final phase requires 2 death-free runs, where you have to complete a level without dying, and you have to kill 23 enemies in a row without dying. So I feel like I should just give a heads up with this video. This is the first time I've ever recorded any sort of video ever, and so it was a big learning curve. And part of that learning curve was learning how to simply record gameplay. And so for the first chunk of this video, the footage quality is just not good, and I do apologize, but you know, you just gotta roll with the punches here. So the game starts off by you just waking up out of your hibernation, and then you sort of just attack this random unsuspecting guy, and then you're on your way. So a big part of this game, especially at the start, is you will die a lot. And at the start of this game, man, I was just going through it. I'm showing you a few deaths here, but there's damn near 70 deaths. Eventually, you know, I'm bobbing, I'm weaving, I'm doing my thing, and you sort of just figure it out. That's the biggest part of this game, is you just gotta keep pushing through, and then eventually you will get through it. So anyways, I get through the first level, and the second level introduced me to a whole new challenge, and that was the whole parkour and obstacle thing. I died a lot here. I mean, I just couldn't get the hang of it. Here, I just don't even try to grapple. Here, I think I messed up the grapple. Actually, no, I just jump off and miss the board. Here, I just jump straight off. So we continue on with the second mission, and like I said, it's a huge learning curve at the start. I mean, here I can't even get off this ledge without getting lasered. But like I said a bit ago, just keep pushing through and you will get it. And I will say, once you do get it, it's an extremely satisfying feeling. I think that's what kept me going throughout this Platinum journey. But man, this part here, I started to tweak a little. I mean, I just feel like after the first couple opponents, I couldn't figure out where to go, and it was just driving me crazy. I mean, you'll hear me slam my desk a bit. Holy. So here's where I got my first trophy called Sword Runner. You get this for killing the 5 enemies within 10 seconds. Watching this footage back, I think it was over 10 seconds, but hey, we'll take what we can get. So I proceed to make my way through the rest of the level, and as you can see, I just do it flawlessly. I mean, I don't die a single time. But this leads to me getting the trophy Lawn Runner, and this is probably the easiest trophy in the game. You get this for simply running 42 kilometers. So I make my way to the 4th level, and as you can see here, I'm just getting lasered. I'm not even trying to leave yet. That basically sums up the mission. I think I died 115 times. I believe that was the actual number. It's ironic because I think the name of the mission was called Jacked Up, and this shit actually had me jacked up. A bit ago I mentioned I died 115 times in this mission. Yeah, this part here is definitely where majority of the deaths came from. Earlier in the game, I definitely got frustrated, but I didn't feel like I couldn't do it. This part of the game right here, I felt like maybe I couldn't do it and I should switch to a different game. A bit later, I do get my next trophy called Dead in the Air. You get this by killing sluggers, which are these beastly looking things, while they're in the air using blink, and just like that. And you have to do it a total of 3 times. It's not too hard. Later on in the mission, you're in the Cyber Void, I think it's called. You're just trying to do this puzzle. You're trying to get the right combination. Here I'm just hitting the random buttons. I didn't enjoy Cyber Void missions at all. Thought they were boring. I didn't really like them. But here I eventually get the right combination, and I go through and you get the trophy called Running Out of Breath. Here my frustration is mounting a little. I'm trying to kill these Thanos looking dudes that have shields and a little bit of aimbot, which was not a fun combination. I kill my 74th enemy here right after jumping off a wall, which gets me the trophy Wall Runner. So this is the 7th mission in the game, and this is where my confidence really started to build, as this was the easiest mission yet for me. I did also get my next trophy, Sword to a Gunfight. This is for killing 30 enemies with deflected projectiles. But I did also come across these killing machines that looked like they should be in Star Wars. What the hell? But they were pretty easy to figure out once the surprise factor was gone. So this is level 8, the Gatekeeper. And the challenge here isn't enemies trying to kill you, it's this fucked looking tower. The goal here is to cut down that blue cable. On the way up to cut said cable, I died over and over and over and over and over again until I eventually got my way up. Once I did eventually make it all the way up, I think it's safe to say I celebrated a little too early. Yes. Oh Man, let me tell you, I thought the first part was hard. I died even more times the second time around. But I do eventually make my way up and cut the second blue cable that I forgot to mention earlier. So now we're on the final phase of the tower. This for me was the easiest part. You just do a bit of ducking and weaving, you grapple up here, and now you defeated the tower. I continue a little throughout the story, and using Tempest, which is a special ability that's essentially just a shockwave, I send back a projectile into this little robot thing that kind of looks like one of those floor vacuums. I send this bullet back into itself, which gives me the trophy home run. On to the next level. I'm killing these enemies while avoiding this laser that's pointed at me. It's a sniper that's camping in the back like a middle-aged gamer playing Call of Duty. So I'm able to kill him without getting near him, and that gives me the trophy, improvise, adapt, and overrun. So moving on, we come across our next boss. I guess our first boss, really last boss, was a tower. Her name is Hell. Yes, Hell. And so we have to chase her down this train, come across these 3 wardens, which are these ninja looking things with swords, and they were just gaining up on me. I mean, just beating the shit out of me. So I eventually get pretty sick of it. I think, screw it. I use my Tempest when it loads up, and I kill all 3 of them with the single use of the Tempest, which gives me the trophy Unstoppable Force. I just wanted to show this part right after, because my god, it was a nightmare. Thud, thud, thud. I couldn't avoid these signs forever. This definitely wasn't a super significant part of this platinum journey, but for some reason it just sticks out in my head, so I just felt like I had to show you guys. If you have made it this far into the video, I love you, because this is where I finally improved the video quality. And I mean, first of all, she looks amazing. I think it's a cool character design. When I was first fighting her, I really had no idea what I was doing. I didn't realize you needed to perfectly time your block so that you'd be able to parry and then counter attack her. So you can see here I'm just spamming attack, and it's giving me that system glitch animation. So once I learned what I needed to do, which I definitely didn't use Google for, I definitely found that out all on my own, I was able to defeat Hell pretty easily, which earned me the trophy Back to Hell. On to the next mission. I might have started tweaking just a little. On a positive note, I did get my next trophy, Where Are My Keys?, for killing 1,000 enemies. So you may remember me talking about the third mission where I died 115 times and I debated quitting the game. This room right here is the runner-up to that. The only difference is that I knew I was in too deep to quit. I feel like what made this room so hard was the variety of enemies. If the warden wasn't slicing and dicing you, then those big Star Wars looking things were absolutely lasering you. Just like the earlier mission, I didn't know if I'd be able to do this, but you know me, I'm just built different. So next I completed the mission called Reign in Hell, and during this mission I unlocked 3 trophies. The first one being Upgrades Not Mandatory. You get this for killing 10 enemies in a row without using Sensory Boost. I also earned Perfection, which you unlock after getting your final ability called Overlord. Overlord allows you to control your enemy's mind and make them kill their allies essentially. It is so overpowered, and I put this overpowered ability to use right away by unlocking the trophy Control Freak for forcing enemies to kill 4 of their own allies using the Overlord ability. And I got some great news for you. The footage of me unlocking these trophies got corrupted. I'm officially the best YouTuber ever. I actually do have some good news for you though. This is where I decided to throw out my old, janky, no good laptop and pick up a new one. So you should see the video quality improve even further. There's a trophy to unlock by the name of Strike, and you get this by using a drone to kill 3 enemies at once. This was a trophy I had in the back of my mind throughout my whole first playthrough, and I saw this as the perfect chance to get it, so I figured, hey, why not go for it? Don't get me wrong, I died a lot of times times trying to get it, but eventually I do knock them all dead and I get the trophy. Next, we finally have our boss fight with the Keymaster, and she gives me trouble right away. At first, I couldn't find out how to exactly damage her or even what exactly was killing me. Eventually, I did figure out how you can do damage to her. I promise I didn't use Google this time. I actually did it all on my own, but essentially you gotta wait until this Dr. Octopus wannabe lunges one of her tentacles into one of those power sources, and then you can strike her and do damage that way. Now, the last phase of this fight is where I did struggle. The ground would power up like I just showed you, but this time it would rotate in a way that tries to trap you, and while the floor is trying to trap you, she's also trying to attack you, and it just creates this big mess that I did struggle with. But you know, you guys know me. I eventually get the hang of it, and I'm able to take her down and unlock the trophy, Artificial Selection. I know I haven't focused much on the actual story of this game, but it turns out the guy who was in our ear the whole game telling us what to do and we were listening to him, turns out he was the bad guy. So anyways, the dude who betrayed us goes by the name of Architect, and so we enter the cyber void for the last time to try to get a revenge on this dude who tried killing us essentially. And you know how I mentioned earlier that I do not like these cyber void missions at all? This was the worst one yet. The final one was the worst one yet, and I was on the verge of a meltdown. It started off with these annoying dust bunny looking things. They were annoying, but it wasn't too bad. The real annoying part was when I got to here. I mean, at times my dude's legs just stopped working, and then when my legs finally started to work, I would just get poofed, I guess, into the middle of nowhere. After many attempts, and I mean many attempts. Holy man, I really don't. I finally get a lucky run, and we get it right, and then I'm finally able to confront the Architect and earn our final trophy of the first playthrough, Finish Line. Now we move on to phase 2 of the Platinum journey, which is level select cleanup. The first trophy I get in the stage is AAA for killing 3 enemies with a single use of blink. Here I line up 3 wardens, line them up, knock them down, and we get the trophy. I then earn 2 more trophies. First one being Wave of Mutilation. You get this for killing 3 enemies with a single use of the Surge ability. And then I earn Why Not Both. You get this by using 2 abilities within 10 seconds. So basically, you use the ability, you die, you respawn, you use the ability again, and that gets you the trophy. But once again, the footage was corrupted. I'm getting really good at this whole YouTube thing. And then in the same spot, I get the trophy Hit Me If You Can for blocking Warden's attack 5 times in a row. Next, I used my Surge ability to kill Splitter before it splits, and that earned me the trophy Preemptive Strike. I blocked 5 projectiles in a row to get the trophy I called it Luck. It's really not a hard trophy, but if you're trash like me, it is a hard trophy. I kept dying on the first shot, the 4th shot, the 5th shot, whatever shot, but just be better than me, and then this will be an easy trophy for you. I then earned the trophy Running Wild. Although this looks really easy, this trophy was actually a bit of a pain in the ass. I guess the game's really picky on what it counts as a proper combination. As you can see, it's used dash, wall run, slide, and gap jammer within 1 second. You'll definitely want to use a guide for this one. I mean, it kind of drove me crazy a little. I then kill 5 enemies who are protected by their shields using special abilities. I then decide to go against the grain and go for the stage 3 trophies before I finish stage 2. I just want to get these trophies out of the way, and I guess just make it an easy finish for the platinum. The easiest way to complete these trophies is to just complete the first level without dying. That will get you the trophy R's for running, and just restart, do the same first mission over again, and partway through you will get the trophy More Than Human. And now I'm technically done stage 3. So now it's just smooth sailing to finish the platinum. I unlock all the collectibles, which gets me the trophies About Adam, One Man's Trash, A Fine Edition, and Drunk Runner. I then fill up my calibration panel, which I definitely didn't use Google for, and then I earn the platinum. I just wanted to close this out by saying thank you for watching today's video. Feel free to leave a comment down below and tell me which game you want me to platinum next. And don't be afraid to like and subscribe, it would really help me out.